Welcome back to Vlogmas. I know my schedule hasn't gone exactly how I originally planned, but it's been already crazy. It's the beginning of December, a couple days in, and it's already been crazy. So we're gonna get started today with a completely different project for me because we're in my kitchen. This is the first time I'm doing something in the kitchen, and today it's just very simple. We're making Puerto Rican coquito. So if you're not fortunate enough to have some Puerto Ricans in your life and you don't know what coquito is, it's basically, in its simplest form, it's like Puerto Rican eggnog. So we drink it at Christmas time. It doesn't taste anything like eggnog. Not that I've ever tried eggnog. I don't know, I've never tried it. But coquito is very coconut based. So it's very creamy. You can have it like non-alcoholic, but most of the time it's got alcohol in it. And just people just make it, and then that's what you have for the holidays. You have it in the fridge, everybody takes some drinks around, you know, holiday season. So today we're making coquito. I don't have exact measurements. I am not a chef. I don't have like a setup like YouTube kitchen or anything like that. So we're just gonna try it. We're gonna wing it. Again, welcome back to Vlogmas. This is our thing. I'm Puerto Rican. We're making coquito. And no, I don't have a Christmas shirt on today. But guess what's coming December 26th, day after Christmas. So for me, it's still technically a Christmas shirt. So today I'll be making two versions of the coquito, same recipe for both, but one's gonna have alcohol in it and the other one's not. And the reason that one is not gonna have the alcohol is because I'm going to take it for work. Hopefully you'll see some of that. I'm gonna do a quick work trip starting tomorrow actually, where I have to travel kind of to like the headquarters of my job because I'm a regionally based employee. So when we go there, we're all gonna come together. We're gonna have like a little holiday luncheon, I believe, or something. So anyways, as the only Puerto Rican on staff, like I have to kick it up and I have to at least bring some coquito, even if it is non-alcoholic. And then the alcoholic version is gonna be for here, for the fam, and for Christmas. So I've taken it up upon myself to make the coquito now for my family because it was always my grandpa. That was his thing. He always made the coquito. It was amazing. I'd be like a little kid and he'd be like, here, with the alcohol in it. And he used to make it with 151. I don't make it with 151. That's too much for me. But yeah, I'd be like, so I miss you, Wello. God rest his soul. But hopefully he can like send me some vibes to make sure that I do it right, even though I don't put the 151 in it. Okay, here are our ingredients. So crema de coco. So we have coconut cream of coconut, coconut milk, evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and then you need your spices. So we have allspice, and these are like whole spices: allspice, cinnamon sticks, and cloves, and then some like ground cinnamon as well. And then our last, our last like actual spice is the star anise. That's what it looks like. Okay. So before anybody comes for me in the comments, please know I am not a chef. I'm not a professional in any way. I do not have exact measurements. That's just not how we do things. Sorry. Just try and follow along. This is just kind of just showing you my journey as I'm making it. This is not meant to be like a professional video for you to like learn. I'm sorry. I've never done a cooking video before. This is not a cooking channel, it's a crafting channel. But we're just celebrating Christmas and I'm just inviting you along to celebrate with me. So hopefully that's okay. So first things first, we're just boiling some water. I'm trying to do 3 batches in one, so I've got more water than you would normally have. Again, 3 batches in one. So I didn't measure this water, it's just water. I'm just boiling it because we're basically like making a tea. I don't know if this camera is lined up or not, but we're gonna try this. We're just gonna keep going. Again, I've never done a cooking video, so this is all new for me. Camera angles and whatnot in the kitchen, I don't know, this is crazy. So first things first, in our little tea that we're making, is cinnamon sticks. I am not a big fan of cinnamon. It's not like I hate it, but I'm not huge on cinnamon. So I'm not one that's gonna put a lot of cinnamon. If you really love cinnamon, you could put more. So since I'm making 3 batches, so here's the cinnamon stick. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3. And again, just kind of like 1 per batch. But again, I'm not big on cinnamon. Here's our allspice. Hopefully you can see that. That's what it looks like. Just throwing some in there. And then we got our cloves. See, I bet you if I was a professional, like, YouTube chef, I probably would have had all this done already. So cloves, we just throw some cloves in there. Again, 3 batches in one. Then we got our anise. Definitely put this whole bag. And then maybe a little bit more of this bag. That's why I got 2. You know what? YOLO. 2 bags. So that's what it's looking like with everything in there. And we're just gonna let that cook, let it boil till the water turns brown, because then it's kind of like a tea. Don't come for me. I know it's not like real tea. I'm not a tea drinker. That's just what we say. So now it's about to get real simple. We're just gonna put everything in the blender. And for the blender, we're doing 1 batch at a time. There's only so much you can fit in here. That's going. You see it's bubbling. You see the water is like brown. That's all we needed. See, we just strained it. You need like a good, like a, I don't know what you call this, like, but like the metal strainer like this, so that you can get everything out, and it just leaves the tea. Just the tea. Okay, so I just put some of our tea. I just poured it in a measuring cup, and I'm just gonna pour some in there. No, I'm not measuring. Oh. All right. And then I'm gonna take some actual like ground cinnamon. There it goes. Stir that up a little bit. I tasted it. I actually felt like it needed a little bit more cinnamon. It's looking a little light skinned too. It needs some color in there. So normally we'd be putting alcohol in, put the rum in at the same time as all this, but this is the non-alcoholic version for work. I bought these bottles off of Amazon, but most of the time what you're gonna see is any liquor bottle, like Puerto Ricans will save it like all year long, and then they'll just fill up the Coquito. So it'll be just like random liquor bottles, and that's where the Coquito will be in. But now sometimes when you're like bougie, you buy bottles like this. I just don't have liquor bottles. I don't drink all like that. I don't have liquor bottles sitting at home. I haven't bought none. So I just had to grab these off of Amazon. And it came with these nice little lids. And it even came with this little like collapsible funnel. And then even like this like thing like to like reach down and clean the whole bottle out. So I did wash them all real good this morning. So now we're just going to fill this up. Overfilled that cup. Kind of like a metaphor for my life, I think. That's just an excuse to drink some now. Love that coconut, but it's missing the alcohol and it needs to be cold, but still. Okay, so what you saw before was the non-alcoholic version. So guess what this version is? So you want to use rum. Some people will put 2 rums, like they'll put white rum and the dark rum. That's not what we're doing here. That's a lot. My grandpa used to do that again with the 151 and then the dark rum, but I'm just gonna use just plain old white rum. And then you really want to get the good stuff right here. Donku, not Q, Donku. What does that say right there? Puerto Rican rum. That's right. Use the good stuff. So everything else is already in here. Again, we are not measuring. There are no measurements being taken, which is funny. I'll throw that right in there. Do a little more. And then top it off with some cinnamon.